Welcome back to Grand Scheme of Corner, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing this evening? I appreciate y'all being here tonight. We are back at our Pokemon Fire Red Leaf playthrough. Someone said Fire Red and Leaf Green. We're not playing Leaf Green. We are playing Fire Red. We're back at our Fire Red playthrough, and we've got some Pokemon to train and a badge to earn tonight. Not too much is up, Niall. Just another Monday night, ready to chill and relax and play some Pokemon. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Diddley, hello. How y'all doing? Oh. Hannah said to tell everybody hello. She is not feeling 100% tonight, and she has work tomorrow, so her spring break is finally over, so she is laying down resting tonight. She said she would come say hello another night, so tonight she's gonna rest and get ready for tomorrow, but she did say to tell everybody hello. So let's get into it. So let's see about taking on this dude here. Dad took me to the great party on the on the SS Anne at Vermilion City. Very nice. So how was everybody's weekend? How was Easter? Did you guys all have a good Easter? Happy late Resurrection Day. Sorry, I probably should have told you guys yesterday, but you know, happy Easter. So how are y'all doing? How was it? Did you guys enjoy it? We actually had a good time ourselves. We spent some time with both sides of the family, mine and Hannah's, and Chloe even actually got a chance to come down for a little while, and so we got a chance to visit with her for a little bit. So yeah, we had a pretty good Easter, I'd say. Ooh, who's been working on transferring stuff back and forth from ZA to home? I've sent in my living decks of the home, my main home setup. Hi, my boyfriend is cool. So she has a boyfriend. So I've sent in my main living decks for ZA. I have not finished the side decks, the Mega Dimension decks, whatever it is. I've still got to work on it, so I'm still working on that little by little. And the Mega Dex is naturally filling in automatically as I go because of all the other Pokemon I've gotten. So I'm getting there. I'm waiting for him to introduce what kind of special Pokemon we get for completing those dexes, like we did the other Pokemon, which was really nice to have a special Pokemon just because we completed the individual decks. There we go. I'd turn the volume up a little bit. Yeah, that's been a lot of fun. Been doing a lot of trading over the weekend. That was nice, real nice. Oh, I don't know if to talk about it tonight or if I should wait till Hannah can be here. What Friday night we went and seen the Mario movie. Do you guys want to hear my opinion about it, or do y'all want to wait until Hannah can be on here and we talk about it together? Or do y'all want to hear mine tonight and let Hannah tell hers when she's on? Y'all tell me what y'all want to know. So yeah, I guess it has been a pretty eventful weekend for us. We went and seen the movie. We had Easter. I've been working on not champions, until Hannah gets here. Okay, she's not gonna be on tonight, Diddley, so I'm just telling you. If you're wanting to wait, that's fine, but she's already said she's not coming on tonight. She's gonna rest and she's gonna relax tonight. She was actually already going to get in bed whenever I started getting the show ready. Yes, let's let Satoshi deal with this. Hang on just a second. Check. Am I back? Can you guys hear me? I don't know what happened. OBS just crashed on me all of a sudden. Yeah, you're right, Diddley. The team may be a little underleveled, but we're gonna work on that. We're gonna see if we can try to bring them up on levels. That was weird. I don't know what happened. Whole program crash. Can you guys hear me? You guys there? It says it's back to excellent, so it looks like we might be backed up. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, not sure what happened. It crashed all of a sudden. OBS just crashed on me. Well, I'm back. If it happens again, I'll figure it out. We'll fiddle with it. Hannah was just asking me to finish up some chores, so nothing big, nothing major. She did say yes, she would be fine with waiting till later on in the week to talk about the movie. So yeah, she's okay with waiting until either tomorrow or Thursday, depending on how she feels. She was asking me about Champions, because you guys all know Champions comes out on Wednesday, technically, the 8th. So that's 2 days from now, so it should be Wednesday. So she was asking, do we want to play Champions on Thursday? The moment I was fighting with OBS, so I didn't give her a straight answer. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet, but she has a point. We could forego Mario on Thursday if you guys want. If you guys are interested in maybe play a little bit of Champions and check it out and see how it is going. The reason why Hannah wants to play it, and I understand, I get it, she would like to do a mock-up battle between her and I. So would you guys like to check out Champions on Thursday and maybe do a mock battle with Hannah on Thursday? Or would you guys rather stick to Mario like normal? Honestly, I'm good either way. I would be perfectly fine with either one, because I do plan on checking out Champions on Wednesday for sure. I gotta do the 9 to 5 thing that day, so I won't be able to do any kind of recording when it comes out or drops, but I do plan on checking it out at least, probably that evening. My best guess is it's probably going to be after evening service, after Wednesday service, because we do go to Wednesday service, and I don't know when else I'm going to be able to get a chance to check it out besides just on my time off. So what would you guys think? You guys would be up for a Champions playthrough? Well, not a playthrough. First checking? I don't know. Whatever you guys want to call it. First battle? First battle on Champions? You guys want to do that on Thursday, or do you guys rather Mario? Like I said, I'm good either way. You guys tell me. If you guys really want, I can throw a channel poll up, and we can see what everybody says. Welcome in, Lamb. Appreciate you coming hang out. I was told to tell you, Lamb, hello from Hannah. Hannah is not 100% tonight. She is a little under the weather, so she is not going to be on tonight. So she has actually gotten ready for bed and is piling up ready for bed. Sure, you can do Champions. Okay. I mean, if that's fine by you guys and that's fine by me, then I will change the stream for Thursday tomorrow. I'll work on getting a thumbnail up, and I'll get it ready for Champions. And I will tell Hannah, which I know she will absolutely enjoy, because that means that she will have her Switch and she'll be in here probably right alongside of me, battling, because she is going to want to play a couple of matches in Champions. She's getting really good. She really is. Tell her I said hi, and Hannah. You need to tell her that I said it in caps. I can do that, Lamb. That's not a problem. Also, to get well soon? Absolutely, I will tell her. I will tell her that y'all said get well soon. she's just kind of under the weather. It's kind of like the sinus pressure has gotten to her. Our weather has been very up and down, hot and dry the past few days, and it actually just got really cold today. Well, not really cold, but colder than what it should be for this time of the year. And I think that just that hot and cold, wet and dry in the past couple of days, it's just kind of gotten to her. Probably that and a combination of getting ready to go back to work, because she's been on her spring break for almost 2 weeks now. So she's not looking forward to going back to work, and I can't blame her. Who would be? You get 2 weeks off and you've been enjoying it. Who would want to go back to work, you know? So yeah, I'll let her know though. I'll definitely tell her. But yeah, she's gonna rest for tonight. We're gonna talk about the Mario movie, probably. Well, I don't know. Either tomorrow night or Thursday, depending on how she's feeling and what night she wants to be on. We'll talk about our Mario movie experience. We did go Friday and see the Mario movie. Easter was amazing. We had a really good Easter. We spent some time with both sides of the family, hers and mine. We even got to see Chloe, which was nice. And then, of course, I've been working with Pokemon Home and Legends ZA for a few days now, transferring stuff back and forth. Got my living decks for the main ZA decks through, and now I'm working on my Mega Dimension decks and trying to get it into Home. I gotta finish collecting it, ZA. I'm not done. I have failed at completing that text. And yeah, I've been doing some trading, trying to get some of those Pokemon in the meantime. It's nice. It's nice to have goals in Pokemon Home again, because I feel like if I'm gonna pay for it, I want to use it. And don't get me wrong, I'm constantly doing the Wonder trades and actually the GTS trades I do pretty regularly too. Looking for different stuff, seeing what I can get, see if I can do some fun trades. One of the fun ones for me is trying to start out with something very simple, like a Rattata, and see if I can trade back and forth to get up to something like legendary. And sometimes you can get people to trade some pretty mediocre trades in there for that kind of stuff. It's kind of interesting. I would not have been. I would have been honestly surprised that people would trade some of the things that they'll trade sometimes. A lot of the times doing that, I get up to like a pseudo legendary, and that's about the time people stop. They don't want to trade after that. They don't want to go from a pseudo legendary to a legendary, which I get, I understand, but it's still fun to see how far I can get in that kind of back and forth and who will trade what. So if you guys get a chance to join Pokemon Home, it's worth it. Although I will say it's fixing to become even more worth it whenever we get champions, because you're gonna need Home to load Pokemon into champions. Yeah, you can recruit Pokemon in it from what I understand, but they say it's a lot easier to transfer Pokemon from Home into champions, so we'll see. And from the sounds of it, it looks like we're gonna actually give it a try on Thursday. It comes out on Wednesday the 8th. Yeah, today's the 6th. So yeah, if it comes out on Wednesday, I'll probably fiddle around with it just enough to get it hooked up and just kind of get some idea of what it's like and transfer some of my Pokemon in. And then after that, we'll do some battles on Thursday, because I know Hannah's gonna want to battle. If you guys are up for it, because we can do code, from what I understand, again, I'm taking this on word of what everybody else has told me so far, people who have actually tried it. You can do tournaments based on a code. So if that's the case, if you guys get your Pokemon ready for Thursday night, we'll do kind of like a mini tournament or something. We can do battles based on codes. We can put codes in there for both Hannah and I. After we do a battle together, if you guys want to challenge either one of us, why not? It could be fun. I'd be down to play against some of you guys if you guys are ready to do some Pokemon battles on Thursday. So if you guys are up for it, just bear in mind it means that come Wednesday, go ahead and start getting your Pokemon transferred over and get them ready, so that way we can be ready to battle. Ooh, Slam for Satoshi. Do we? Quick Attack is fast. Mega Kick. Strong, no, I think. Let's keep Quick Attack because I like the fact that it moves first. And Mega Kick is just too strong, so let's keep Mega Kick. Yeah, we'll leave Satoshi in. So how was everybody's Easter? Did everybody have a good Easter? Did everybody have a good weekend? How'd it go? You guys into dealing with ZA and home as much as I am? You guys trying to complete the decks like I am, or is it more like, it's storage? It is what it is. I need to see if I can do transfers because my Pokemon home is just one Pikachu and a Charmander. Ooh, but you must be using the standard version, huh, Lamb? You're not using the paid version. You didn't celebrate Easter. That's understandable. It's okay. Not everybody has to. I was just being curious if you guys did. Did you at least have a good weekend though, Diddley? What game did you finish? That's the question. What was the game of the weekend, Diddley? Because I know you finished one over the weekend. You always do. Standard. Okay. Well, that's still 30 boxes in the standard, Lamb. So that's 30 boxes. 30 places, one box. So it's 30 Pokemon you can put in there, which is the standard version of Champions is what I understand. Not every weekend? Ah, come on, Diddley, you're good at this. I have a feeling you always finish one on the weekends. What did I... Oh, I pressed the wrong... Oh, never mind. I didn't press the wrong button, I just don't have anything assigned. I have the map assigned to the select button. Yeah, you don't have to pay for home to be able to transfer to Champions, from what I understand. Zamori, welcome in. How's things going? How was your weekend? Alright, so these two are just on a date. Alright, so let's go talk to Bill. Let's go see what Bill's got going on in here. Transporter is displayed on the BC monitor. Okay, so there's just this Clefairy. Hiya, I'm a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. Hey, what's with that skeptic look? I'm not joshing you, pal. I screwed up an experiment and I got combined with a Pokemon. So, how about it? Will you help me out here? Wait till I get inside the teleporter. When I do, go to my PC and run the cell separation system. Okay. Let's see this. Let's see what happens. I'm still on Fire Red. Turned out there was another Pokemon that I had missed. That being Togepi. Okay. So you had to go after the Togepi. Where is the Togepi? On the Sevii Islands. Decent. How about you? Mine was good. Had a good time with the family. Got to spend a little bit of time with both sides of the family. Anna and I enjoyed it. Got to see Chloe for the weekend. That was kind of nice. She came down for a little while on Sunday. And overall, Friday night we went and seen the Mario movie. We're gonna wait and talk about it when Hannah can be here. She's not feeling good tonight. She's a little under the weather. Nothing crazy, just sinus stuff. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that either Tuesday or Thursday, depending on when she's here. So I has to evolved it, and that brings my dex count up to 170 Pokemon owned. Nice. I have pretty much 70 hours by now. Oh yeah, I don't have that many hours yet. I think my personal playthrough, I'm 50 maybe, but I'm almost there. I'm trying to earn my 7th gym badge right now. Actually, I'm going through the Pokemon Mansion to get to 7th gym badge, but yeah, I'll probably be pushing about 70 hours like you whenever it's all said and done. But yeah, I gotta get out to those Sevii Islands. Also went and unlocked all the fame checker entries. Does that do anything? What's the point of the fame checker? What is it? Just something for entry, or do we get something off of it? Yeah, thanks, bud. I owe you one. So, did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. I gotta thank you. Oh, here, maybe this will do. We received the SS tickets from Bill. That cruise ship, the SS Anne, is in the Vermilion City. I hear there are a lot of trainers on board too. They invited me to their party, but I can't stand fancy to-dos. Why don't you go instead of me? Go on and have a good time. Nice. I don't know, I guess it's just trivia about people. That's what I figured. I figured it wasn't anything fancy because I couldn't find Eevee. I couldn't find anything. A Flareon, a Jolteon, a Vaporeon, and that's all his Pokemon. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out what to do with it. I mean, I've read all the signs. I've, talked to as many. Well, I haven't completely talked to everybody just yet because there's still more people to talk to. But I haven't figured out what's the point of the fame checker. If it gets me something, or if I'm missing something, or what. So it'll be what it is. All right. Let's heal up, and then I think we might have to do a bit of work to get stronger. We'll see. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and try with Pikachu or Satoshi and see if we can take on at least some of Cerulean. Speaking of which, need to read the sign. Tomboyish mermaid. So how many, there's an online guide that tells you where to unlock certain entries. Okay, I might have to look that up then. But my question comes down to, there was one of, oh, Daisy. Daisy's the one that I have no entries for. It shows her fame checker, but I can't find anybody that talks about Daisy. So that's the weird one to me. I assume there's somebody to talk to, especially being as it has like 6 options, 6 entries. So I'm assuming there's somebody that talks about Daisy. I would have assumed her brother, well, your rival, would have said something, because he says something about getting the map from her. So I thought that would have counted. Just come later in the game. Oh, okay. That's kind of odd. They must come from the Sevii Islands then. Because truth be told, in the original red and blue and yellow, the only time I remember anybody talking about Daisy is right there at the beginning. That's your rival about the excuse me, about the map. I know there's one in Celadon. Ooh. Yep, singing the yawns in. Ooh, if there's one in Celadon, then I must have missed them, because I thought I talked to everybody in Celadon. I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought I did. Getting double yawn count tonight. Nice. Just wait till Hannah's here. She's good about bringing the yawns. She's well, y'all know she gets tired around this time of night, because this is technically her bedtime. So last time she was on, she yawned all the entire stream. Alright, let's see if we can take down this Goldeen. And I need some water because I'm getting a dry throat. Hopefully Satoshi here will be enough to take on Misty. I'm hoping. Only thing I'm worried about is that water pulse. You might have to progress through the game instead of talking to NPCs. It's immediately in sight. Yeah, I might have missed some. I mean, I'm not gonna rule out that I didn't miss some, but I tried to be conscious about trying to talk to them all. But you're right, there are a lot in Celadon, honestly. All right, let's go back and heal up just because I know we're gonna need our best to take on Misty. We need our absolute best to take on Misty tonight because we want that badge. Also tried the Elite Four rematch and lost. Ooh, were the levels that high? How much higher were their levels? Oh, they start taking on Pokemon from other regions too, don't they? Don't they start using Pokemon from Johto and Hoenn at that point? Not the map. Didn't mean to open the map. That's what I wanted. There we go. They were like in their 60s and 70s. Wow. Okay, that's up there. That means they do get pretty strong. Charizard's level 82. That's a nice. That's a good level for it too. But you still. Well, I'm guessing. I mean, I know you're gonna need more than just Charizard to take them on. So, my train of thought. So, how about the rest of your team? How the rest of your team fare against it? Against the updated Elite Four? Oh, making me excited. I can't wait to get there. Makes me think that I might actually have to get up to level 100 to be able to take on the Elite Four at that stage. Okay, yes, let's put something else in to fight first. And let's see if we can bring down Starmie's HP a little bit. Pikachu's level 66, Tyranitar level 56. Oh, that's right, you did get the Tyranitar, so you put it in your team. Nice. I like that. 5% 52, I think. Oh, here comes the Water Pulse. It's not gonna be good. It's not good. You had a decent team from the looks of it. Just, yeah, it sounds like your Charizard kind of outrun everybody a little bit. Male and Jesse aren't gonna be able to do any good to help me out right now. Water Pulse again. The dreaded Water Pulse. Can't even get any hits in. Alright, Angry Ape, you're gonna have to do something here, buddy. Can you get us some kind of a hit in? Oh, Fury Swipes. Here we go again with the Water Pulse. Oh, Angry Ape held in there. Like a Fairy and Jigglypuff are at level 43. Nice, training them up, I take it. Who named the Charmander? I'm trying to remember. Did I think I suggested it? I think the chat went with it or something like that. I might have named it. Did I name it? Yeah, I thought I named Charmander. Yeah. The one I know for sure that sticks out in my head that I named was Satoshi. And that's, well, if you know, you know. But yeah, I was pretty sure I named Charmander. Oh, we are going to have to train our team up a little bit. We are not ready for this. Oh, that Water Pulse. Oh, Misty. Misty gives us such troubles. Oh, me oh my. Oh, that's right. We can do a thing with Male. Male has no attacks. I forgot. Satoshi level, I know what it is. Nice. Not everybody knows that one, so that's the reason why I kind of was like, yeah. I think I misspelled it though. I think I was supposed to leave off the H, but you know, it is what it is. That's right, Splash. We have nothing to use there. I've had Clefairy and Jigglypuff in my team since I caught them on Route 3 in Mount Moon. I also taught Clefairy Mega Punch and Jigglypuff Mega Kick. Nothing wrong with that. That's actually some good moves to have on them, considering the normal type in this game. Alright, we lost to Misty, but we did get a little experience, so let's run back to the Pokemon Center, heal up our Pokemon, And let's do some training because we got to get everybody up to level here. Yep. Well, actually more like we got drowned. You did, Diddley. You called that one. I was hoping that Satoshi would have been a little bit higher level and would have been ready for that, but I guess not, you know. It is what it is. I was hoping. That's alright. Let's see if we can run Satoshi's level up a little higher. We'll see if we can run him up a little higher and I'm gonna try it just for the fun of it, because why not? I'll be surprised if we catch it. I really will. Okay, caught it. Was not expecting to catch that one. Yeah, I know, but it's so rare. I was thinking, oh, we do need it for a trade though. So actually, it's probably a good thing that I caught that one, because we need that one for a trade later on. We'll hang on to that one. That wasn't even intentional. It's just like, hey, it popped up. Why not? I was just gonna catch it because it was rare. But now that I think about it, we can use that to trade for something later on. Yeah, as I caught it, I thought about the trade. I was like, yeah, we need that. We can use that, so that's fine. What is it? I forget what we trade for. Is it it's a Mr. Mime, isn't it? I think it's a Mr. Mime we trade for. So yeah, we'll hang on to it for now. It will come in handy, I know for sure. Ooh, we need to check it and see if it has I thought it was Mr. Mime. My train of thought is gone. Twisted Spoon. Let's see if it has a Twisted Spoon on it. Like last time. You know, I have a better idea. Let's try something. This may not be the wisest idea I've ever had, but I want to go see if this works. I'm curious to see if we can pull this off. My thought is, let's go and see if we can go to Vermilion, because there's a lady in Vermilion's Pokemon Center that gives us the Versus Seeker. The Versus Seeker will come in very, very handy right now for trying to train up our team. Plus, we can go ahead and fight this guy. Team Rocket must be trying to dig their way into no good. And we go ahead and see if I can get the dig TM. Those miserable Rockets, look what they've done to my house. They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig holes. I was going to use it on a Mankey or a Sandshrew. That cost me a bundle, it did. Yeah. Let's see if we can get it back. Hey, stay out. This isn't your yard. Huh? Me? I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? No. No, we really don't. We don't believe you. You're wearing a Team Rocket uniform. You do not look like an innocent bystander. Alright, let's see if we can try to defeat this Machop. Hopefully with Satoshi, and give Satoshi a chance to gain some more levels here. I gotta figure out if we're going to evolve Satoshi or not. I haven't decided on that one. Part of me is like, yeah, I need to, because it'll be stronger that way. But at the same time, I'm like, that's a Pikachu. How do you evolve a Satoshi Pikachu? Alright, let's see if we can hit this Drowsy hard. Alright, dude, hit it with your Thunder Shock. Catch another Pikachu and evolve that one. Maybe. I mean, we can always do that, but at some point that means we're probably gonna have to take Satoshi out of the team, though, because at some point the team is gonna surpass Satoshi as far as strength goes because of not evolving Satoshi. Oh, come on, dude, wake up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Ooh, big hit. Yeah, it's kind of close, wasn't it? 1 HP. That's okay. Satoshi grew a level, so that's fine. Stop, I give up. I'll leave quietly. Okay, I'll return the TM I stole. Nice. We got TM 28. Dig. I better get moving. Bye. To be a Rocket member, he's kind of polite. I figured what's lost is lost. I decided to teach Diglett how to dig without a TM. Excuse me. Yeah, that was kind of close, wasn't it? 1 HP. But hey, Satoshi held in there. Yeah, sneaking him in, aren't I? Where's a drowsy when you need one to yawn for you? Then again, I guess I did face off against a drowsy just now, didn't I? Yawn counts up to number 2, up to 2. That's not too bad. There's been nights when I've opened the show with a yawn unintentionally. But hey, I'm doing pretty good tonight, I think. Just out of curiosity, let's see if there's anything in here. Meow. Do we put the Meowth in the team for payday? That'll help us earn some money along the way. No, I guess not. Because truth be told, once we get Versus Seeker, that'll be enough to be able to earn us some money off of other trainers. So, plus I don't know who I'd want to take out of the team right now just to put Meowth in. And then that's the daycare that we're gonna skip past because I don't want to go in there. And here, the guards aren't gonna let us pass. Watch, I'm on guard duty. Gee, I'm thirsty though. Oh wait, there, the road's closed. So, yeah, he's not gonna let us by. Whoops, didn't do that. Underground path, Cerulean City, Vermilion City. Okay. Hi, do you have a Nidoran male? Want to trade it for a Nidoran female? Not right now. I don't want to give up the one we have. The one we have is doing us some really good. So we're gonna hang on to it, and maybe I can get another one later to do the trade. People often lose things in darkness in the underground path. That is true, they usually do. I want to see if I can skip past some of these trainers. Only thing is, I don't think I can skip past these two. I can only skip past one of them. Okay, huh? You want to talk to me? No, not really. No, I wasn't trying to talk to you specifically. He's got a sparrow. Okay. Shouldn't be too bad. Good night, Niall. Appreciate you coming by for a little while. Get you some rest, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. Alright, so the spear is going down pretty easily. Let's see, what's his other Pokemon? Eradicate. Ooh, Eradicate? Yeah. Let's just use a Mega Kick. Ooh, so close. On the way back, we might fight some of these people. Ooh. Might as well grab the bike voucher while we're here. We gotta go back to Cerulean anyways. So... while we're here, first of all, let's heal up real quick. And this lady right next to me right here, we're gonna get the, hopefully the Versus Seeker off her. There's a battle with someone's you've tangled with before. Have you ever had that urge? I'm sure you have. I want to battle certain people again over and over too. So I've been giving these away. Please take one. Yes, we will take a Versus Seeker. Use that device and it'll give you use that device and you'll find trainers looking for rematches. You have to charge its battery to use it though. That's fine. But yes, while we're here, let's go ahead and let's see if we can get the voucher. I chair the Pokemon fan club. I raise more than 100 Pokemon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokemon. I surely am. So, did you come to visit to hear about my Pokemon? Good, then listen up. My favorite Rapidash. It's cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. You think so? Oh yes, it's stunning. Kindly, love it. Hug it when sleeping warm and cuddly, spectacular, ravishing. Whoops, look at the time. I kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. Got our bike voucher. Take it to the bike shop and take the bike voucher to the bike shop in Cerulean City. Exchange that for a bike free of charge. Don't worry, my favorite Pharaoh will fly me anywhere I need to go. So I have no need for a bike. I hope you like cycling. Okay. Pet the Pikachu while we got a chance. Alright, let's head back to Cerulean now. Can I read this one? I can. Look at that. I can read it from this side. There we go. Okay. Hang on a second before we go back to Cerulean. Yeah, let's buy some Pokeballs. Let's go ahead and buy some Super Potions, and I think we're okay on everything else right now. Alright, let's get back to Cerulean. I hit the wrong button again. There we go. Let's get a good save on real quick. Now let's see about getting back to Cerulean. Yeah, we'll battle some of these trainers along the way. Me? Well, okay, I'll play. I'm not gonna battle them all. I'm gonna save a few for the return trip because we're gonna need to be able to strengthen up against to get ready for Surge when we come this way. But for the moment, it won't hurt to let Satoshi pick up a little bit of extra experience. And this way, we'll be a little closer to ready to handle Misty when we get back. But we can always still go up to the Route 25 to the Cove and train up there a little bit more. Alright, Satoshi, look at your luck here. All bird. You got this all flying type Pokemon. Nice. That was right up his alley, wasn't it? You all know Satoshi was loving that. Alright, let's see, yeah. I've never seen you around. Are you good? I don't know. We want to share Pokemon battles if that's what you're asking. Bug Catcher Elijah. Alright. Let's see if we can take down this Butterfree. Ooh, pretty good hit so far. Oh, really? Sleep powder? That's what you're doing to us? Okay. Alright. Putting our poor Satoshi to sleep. Poor little Satoshi. Excuse me, sorry about that. I heard that on the mic. Alright, Satoshi's getting some levels. Might be time to start switch training something else though. I mean, none of these Pokemon are gonna be crazy strong against. You know what? Misty. Let's go ahead and start switch training Male. That way Male can jump up levels. Because if we can get it up to, well, 16, it'll evolve. Which is where it needs to be at. And then it can start using psychic type attacks. Other than teleport anyways. Down goes the Pidgey. Satoshi's not getting as much experience off of that. Alright. Let's get back up here to Cerulean. Let's go ahead and grab our bike because we got the voucher, so we might as well. And then let's see about going back up to the cove and training a little bit. We're going to need it. So we're going to need our team to be stronger. Alright, heal everybody up. Oh yeah, let's go grab that bike real quick. Might as well, because it'll give us a chance to move a little faster. Yup, exchange it for a bike. That's nice. Now, let's set that bike to... Ooh. We've also got that first secret I need to get set up. Wish I could register multiple items in this game. Some of the later games you have that option to be able to register multiple items, but not in this one. Alright, let's get up here. Let's see. That's a decent enough spot, I think. Alright, register the Versa Seeker. Okay, a couple of different trainers. Let's do this. Let's see if we can gain some experience for our team now. This ought to be a good way to level up pretty quickly here. Too bad Male's not ready to take on Machop. Let's see. Excuse me. Let's see if Dale can handle this. I think Dale can handle it. Oh. Too bad Dale doesn't have any poison type moves. The poison type move would definitely make it a little easier. Oh, that's right. Peck is a flying type move, and Peck is flying is strong against fighting. What about that? My brain was not even thinking about that. That just kind of happened. So that's not a bad way to go. There we go. Let's see how much experience Male got. I was honestly hoping for a little bit more. That's alright. Let's do some switch training with Male for a little while and see if we can't get him some experience. Oh, he's close to leveling up. Yeah, let's see if we can try to keep leveling Dell up as well. Because Dell should be able to use, yeah, double kick. And that should give the Geodude a bit of a hurting. Not as good as I would like to have been, but I'll take it. trying to weaken electric attacks, but I'm not gonna use electric attacks against it anyways. It's not like an electric attack would do us any good. It's a ground type. Geodude's ground type. Ground and rock, but still. Alright, so far so good. Mel leveled up. Good, good. Alright, let's see with these other two. That mud sport's useless. It really kind of is. It's great for doubles to keep somebody from using an electric attack against another Pokemon. But when you're talking about it in this case, yeah, in a single setup, mud sport's really not any good. Excuse me. Sneak another yawn in, y'all. What's that, yawn number 3? Dale, are you gonna go hang in there, buddy? I don't know that Dale's gonna be able to hold in there for this one. Hey, sneaking another yawn in. I had a feeling Dale was gonna go down on that one. Alright, let's use the karate chop of Angry Ape. Ape can handle this. Get a low kick in as well. There we go. Should be good. Yeah, good experience for male, and male leveled up. Good, good. Yeah, we are picking up some money from these guys. That's always a good thing. Especially considering we just spent a whole bunch of money on Pokeballs and potions. So let Satoshi deal with this one. I had a feeling there's gonna be something like that. Slowpoke didn't use his subtle attacks. He went straight for the tackle. Water gunning it now. Alright, Satoshi. Take down Slowpoke. Okay. I wasn't expecting that kid to be the one. I wasn't thinking about it. I don't know. For some reason I wasn't expecting that kid to be the one training that Slowpoke. Another 30 steps. Okay. Alright, let's see. Anybody ready to go at it? Everybody's ready to go at it. Yes. Let's do this. Let's get us some training on. Good way to get our team strong, and a real good way to earn some money now. Oh, Dale's out right now. Oh well. We'll give Charlie a chance at it. Charlie should be able to handle it. Besides, Charlie could use some experience. We're just about ready to evolve Charlie. Himajamber. I was hoping for a burn at least. What about that metal claw? I was thinking that steel would be stronger than fighting, but I guess not. Not bad, not bad. Let's switch train again. Switch out for male, and I think we'll go back to ape this time. Eventually we're gonna have to do the same thing with Jesse, get Jesse some levels, but right now with it being a water type, I'm not highly worried about it getting it ready to face off against Misty. Because truth be told, it's not gonna do as much good right now. There we go. Good, good. And that's leveled up male. Let's see. Quite a few more trainers out here we can take on. This is why I'm glad we grabbed the Versus Seeker, because this gives us a chance to really take on some of these Pokemon and try to gain some good experience from these trainers. Because trainer battles honestly give us way better experience and money compared to doing wild battles. And the money will be nice too. So give us a chance to be able to buy the items we need along the way. All I can do is lower our defense. It's alright, we got it. Yeah, we defeated it. Very good, very good. Alright, let's take on these other three real quick. You won't lose. Well, this kid's planning on taking us down. We're gonna see how this goes. I think we've got this one, honestly. I don't think this kid's gonna take us down. Let's see if Charlie can do this without fainting. Hopefully. See if I can. Oh well. Yes, Angry Eve would be the best way to go. But I could let Satoshi have the experience too. But I think rounding out the team a little bit more will help out. I mean, Satoshi's already over leveled at this point, so let's get the rest of the team up some experience. There we go. Actually, there we go. That'll work. We'll let Satoshi take that Spearow on. It'll be perfect. Satoshi will pick up a little experience, and so will Male. Oh, that reminds me, I never did check that other Abra, did I? I need to go back and check it, don't I? Ooh, to be so little experience, but just enough to push Male up to the next level. Alright, we have what, 2 more here? Yeah. Yeah, it took you to that sand. Yep, that's where we're eventually gonna go. Eventually. I don't want to use all the experience trying to get ready for Misty. I'd rather just do what we're doing here and battle trainers that we've already battled to get the experience. Welcome in, Missed Me. How are you doing this evening? Appreciate you coming and hang out with us for a little while. We are doing us a little bit of training to get ready to take on Misty. I failed the first one. Diddley called it. I failed the first one. So we're gonna train up a little bit and see if we can go after Misty again. But I did go ahead and go hunt down the Versus Seeker to help us out. Can't go to NAIC. Aw, that's understandable. I mean, it's not always easy to go to these things, but hey, we understand. Maybe hopefully you get a chance to go in the future. Sometimes these things happen. Things come up. Alright, let's see. Oh. A little higher level than I was anticipating. It's a little, I mean, we'll take the experience for sure, but what, Miss Me? Go with Karate Chop? Yeah, I had a feeling. I may be able to go to Worlds. Nice. That would be worth it. That's a good trade-off. To not go to NAIC, but to get to go to Worlds. If you do get to go, Misty, I hope you enjoy it and take plenty of pictures. And any of them that you're comfortable posting, you're welcome to post to the Discord. Yeah, let us know how that turns out. Let us know how Worlds is if you get a chance to go. I hope you get to go. I really do. I hope you get to enjoy yourself. That would be amazing. We want to go one day. Hannah and I have talked about it. We would both love to go to Worlds one day. We're not going to go this year. We're not going to try. But one day we would like to go ourselves. And one day we will. One day we will travel to go see Worlds. So we'll see. And at least it's just a matter of money. That's, well, I mean, that's kind of all it is for us, is money. Well, we have to take the time off from the 9 to 5. But yeah, I get it. It's just money. I completely get it. You know, money can always be made more of. Experiences, sometimes you only get a chance to make a life experience once. Ooh, hang in there, Satoshi. Hit with that quick attack. There we go. Alright, let's go back to the Pokemon Center and heal up. And let me take a look real quick. Hang on. Didn't mean to do that. 113 points. Oh, it's so close to leveling up again. Let's go heal up real quick and let's come back and let's do a couple more fights. Because I really want to level up Mail. Money as in we don't know if we will be able to afford rent if we go. Ooh, yeah, don't do that. Don't forgo rent to go to Worlds. Yeah, you need to be able to pay your rent. I mean, I understand trying to make memories, but you got to pay your bills. That's one thing Hannah and I always agree on. We are not going to sacrifice paying our bills to go do something else. We're going to pay our bills first. Bills come first. Actually, that's a pretty good spot right there. Okay, we'll have a battle like kid over there in just a minute. Let's see if we can get us a little bit more experience from these guys. Okay, good. I was gonna say, don't scare me like that and think that you're trying to, you know, trying to sacrifice paying a bill just to go to Worlds. That's, as much as I understand making memories, not paying rent is not the way to go to make a memory. There's other ways to make memories without having to forgo rent. No, definitely pay your bills. Like I said, that's something we agreed upon a long time ago. Bills have always got to be paid. Once we pay our bills, then we're okay with having some fun, but we got to pay our bills first. Yeah, bills have got to be taken care of. But that's how we do things, so. Ooh, this is a good chance for Charlie. Get a little experience for Charlie in here. Yeah. Charlie's so close to leveling up anyways. And that means that both Charlie and Mail should be able to level up before too long. Sorry about that. Got something stuck in my throat. Alright, let's see if we can bring down this little Oddish. Maybe I should have gone back up to Route 25 for these. They look like they had better experience points up there. Higher level Pokemon. Well, Mail just leveled up. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. Charlie did too. So it means they both should be evolving here in a moment. Yeah, let's keep training Mail up for the moment. Because Mail is going to probably become more handy against Misty than Jessie will. I thought about switching and letting Jessie get some experience for a moment. but I feel like male will be better because one, it's going to evolve, so having the next stage, its next evolution, will one, strengthen it up, and two, it'll put it on par with Misty Starmie. Of course, Charlie should be evolving here in just a moment as well. While they evolve, I'm gonna grab some water. Excuse me. Nice. Very good. Male evolved to Kadabra. That's what we want. Good. Yes, learn confusion. That's gonna come in handy too. So let's let Charlie evolve. Ooh, I need to give Charlie dig. Let Charlie be strengthening up dig. We're getting used to using dig. Let's go ahead and do that actually right now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Yes, Charlie needs to learn dig. Yes, teach Charlie dig, and we're gonna drop. Let's drop Growl, but we will save up for it. That's what we do. That's generally what we have to do as well, is just set aside a little bit each month and prepare for it. But you got plenty of time, Mr. Me. So if you do get a chance to go, you've got time to save, and planning out this far in advance, excuse me, hopefully that'll be enough to get you to where you can go, to where you'll have the money to go. That'd be awesome. And again, if you get to go, we'd love to hear the experience. If you don't pressure yourself to go on our account. Just do it if you feel like you can handle it. All right, male, let's use your confusion and let's see if we can knock out this Eradicate. Not bad, decent hit. Do not like Hyper Fang. I really don't. Yeah, I guess let's let Charlie take this one on. Let Charlie get some more experience. In fact, let's try dig. Ooh, that was a close hit. Let's see if Charlie can get used to using dig already. Ooh. Not as efficient with dig yet as I thought. Alright, hit that Mega Punch. Wow, I was expecting more of that Mega Punch too. Alright, Charlie. Ember. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're going somewhere, Charlie. We'll take that. We'll absolutely take that. Kind of wish Male was available now. Let's let Satoshi gain some more experience. It doesn't hurt if we can level him up again. Especially considering we're fixing to take on Misty. Alright, so hit him with a Thunder Shock. Yeah, let's just stick with Thunder Shock. Now let's go with a quick attack and see if we can knock it down before it has another chance to move. There we go. That worked. Very nice. Satoshi leveled up again. Oh, a Zubat. Yeah. Satoshi can handle the Zubat. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go with the Thunder Shock. There we go. That's what I meant to do. All right, and let's go fight that last kid up there. We'll let Charlie defeat him. Hopefully. We'll switch around if we need to. Ooh, monitors are a little bit out of alignment there. Oh well. I'll fix them later. Alright, Charlie, hit him with an ember. See if we can defeat this rat-a-tat. There we go. Not too bad. And I think, honestly, after this battle, I'm ready to go heal up and go after Misty again. I think I gotta try through it, so I think. I think we're ready to take on Misty again. I think we're actually ready to win this time. There we go. Nice. Nice. I am so glad we went down there and grabbed that Versus Seeker. I'm gonna tell you, wild battles to get these levels would have taken us so long. But I think that was a very good choice to use the Versus Seeker, honestly. Plus, I'm curious, we had about 2,000 Poké Dollars a while ago. I want to see. Oh yeah, we're almost up to where we were when we bought all those items a while ago. Nice. That's another reason it's worth having the Versus Seeker, is because we can continue to gain money. All right, let's do this. And let's show Misty just how good we are at Pokemon battles. Yeah, gotta have a policy, offensive water type. Yeah, we know. We know what you're like, Misty. The tomboyish mermaid. Alright, star you first. Alright, male. Ooh. I was gonna say hit it hard with your confusion, but it's already using iron defense. It's already using harden. Ooh, nice. Not a bad hit. Do it again. Okay, Water Pulse is not as strong as it is on Star Me as it is on Star You as it is on Star Me. Never saw Misty as tomboyish. I mean, that's what she's called, is the tomboyish mermaid. We'll go back out and read the sign in a minute. I'll show it to you. Actually, no. Let's leave Mail in. We'll save Satoshi until later on. Although there is that, the Water Pulse. Yeah, I know what the sign says. I'm just saying. But I mean, you're right. She really. I mean, I guess. Maybe she does have some tomboyish kind of ways in the anime, but not really in the games. So it begins. Satoshi versus Starmie. I think Satoshi is ready for this, but with the confusion, that kind of kills it. Really? No, don't do the Water Pulse. Oh, mercy. Alright. Let's see what we can do to try to bring this thing down. Hey, Angry have held his own earlier against the Starmie and did really a lot better with its Fury swipes, I thought. I don't think we do. I don't know, maybe. We might have one. We'll put Jesse in and we'll take a look, because Jesse's just not going to do us any good. We do, actually. Look at that. Alright, so we can revive Satoshi and see what happens here. Let's not jump straight into Satoshi just yet. Let's let Dale hold off a turn here. Super potion on the peak. Do we have a super potion? Oh, that's right, we do, because I just bought them. I forgot. Duh. Good call, Diddley. I forgot that I had the super potions already. Alright, Satoshi. Let's do this, buddy. It's just you and Charlie left. And I'm relying on you. Give it a thunder shock. Critical hit. Just what we needed to earn it. And thank you for the reminder, Diddley. Potions and revives, I tell you. Fair point. That's it. That's what it took right there. We'll have to buy some more revives when we get a chance. Got the Cascade badge. Cascade badge makes up to level Pokemon up to level 30 obey you, including outsiders you got in trades. There's more you can now use cut anytime in the battle. Outside of battle, you can cut down small trees to open new paths. You also have my favorite TM. So receive TM03, which should be Water Pulse. Yep, I had a feeling it was Water Pulse. So I wish we could run in here. Oh well. Alright, so we've got our second badge. I want to say my third, but it's not our third, it's our second. And we need to head on to Vermilion now and see if we can start taking on SS Anne to get ready to go after Lieutenant Surge. Ooh, Parasite has tiny mushrooms. Nope, no twisted spoons. Let's put Precious in the team. Who do we take out? I don't want to take out Mail. We really need to start training Jesse. I think Dale's gonna come in handy because we can evolve it to a Nidoking. Yeah, I guess let's take Jesse out for now. Place Jesse there. Let's put Precious in. What? There, right there. Thank you. Yeah, let's do that. Bag the tiny mushrooms. Okay. So let's start getting Precious strengthened up here. Yeah. Because we're gonna need Precious to help take on Lieutenant Surge. So let's see if we can start getting at some levels. I was gonna jump on the bike, but I kind of want to leave the Versus Seeker on the select because I like it there, so that I can actually rematch trainers pretty quickly. And personally, that daycare is not going to be the daycare I'm going to be worried with. The daycare I'm going to be concerned with is going to be the one on Sevii Islands, because then we can actually hatch Pokemon from eggs. I scratch my nose. Alright, so let's see about getting some of these trainers that we skipped earlier. on the route defeated. There aren't many bugs out here. Nope. Then we need to go after the SSAN and see if we can earn some experience there to get ready to go after the next gym badge. Let's see, maybe this poison shouldn't hurt Precious. Yeah, that's what I figured. Not as strong of a hit as I'd like it to be, but I think we can live with it for the moment. Oh, there we go. That was a critical hit. Or at least it felt like one anyways. I mean, Weedle, you're lowering the speed of a Pokemon that's super slow as is. But it missed. That was weird. Excuse me, beg pardon. Ooh, got another critical one. That was so close to defeating that. Hang in there, Precious. There we go. Nice. That was a surprise. Wasn't expecting to jump one level like that. Yeah, its defense is so high against these bugs that Caterpie and Weedle can't do anything against it hardly. Alright, Precious, hang in there, buddy. You got this. We see if we can't go ahead and get it leveled up and evolve it, and we can take on Sturge real easy, like. Hopefully. I'd like it to learn a rock or ground move or two. That would actually help out. But we'll see. I have ideas now. Ooh, good, rock throw. That'll come in handy. Because if Precious can hold its own like this now, once it's evolving, or it's evolved, I should say, I can only imagine how well it's going to hold its own then. And might even be able to evolve it all the way up to a golem. I'll debate that one with myself later. Who's there? Quit listening in on us. But yeah, we might just be able to get a chance to evolve Precious up to a golem later on. And eventually Mail up to an Alakazam too. Ooh, this is not a good matchup for us. Yeah, let's use Satoshi to take down this Squirtle. Unfortunately, some of our team is not exactly strong against water type, so we gotta be careful of that, at least for now. We'll get better. We'll find a way to up our team strength overall, start working on some of that type diversity, especially as we're starting to get later in the game, because I do want to grab the Lapras eventually, and I'd like to use it as we get closer to end game. Precious leveled up, nice. Hey, excuse me, this is a private conversation. I remember back in the day when kids used to say that kind of stuff all the time. I imagine it probably hasn't changed much, huh? Because kids nowadays probably still have those kind of attitudes. Rock Throw's such a strong move. At least for this early game. Nice. Yeah, we'll leave Precious in to fight against the Pikachu as well. Might as well. Oh, we missed. There we go. Let's stick with the Rock Throw. Might as well. It's doing us some good. And I think I want a little air in here. Hang on a second. Let me turn the fan back on. I turned it off earlier because it was getting a little chilly when I first started. Now, I think I want it back on. I'm gonna scroll back. Let me roll back over here where I belong at. You already fought both of them. Let's just see if there's any wild Pokemon in here worth catching real fast. Might be something here. Already got a Meowth. Hey. Let's see if we can defeat this wild Meowth real quick. Actually, I might have to come back up here and do some Versus Seeker training, because that was pretty good for Precious. Precious earned some, excuse me, some pretty good experience on its own. He's a pretty tough Pokemon already. Especially if we're going to be using it against getting so close to evolving. Against Surge. Alright, let's see if there's anything else. If there's any wild Pokemon in here that's worth catching. Nope, just another Meow. Alright, Meowth. We're gonna try to defeat you here, buddy. Let's see if we're good enough here in the tank. There we go. Good job, Precious. That's jumping up a decent experience run. There's an Oddish. I already have Oddish. Okay. Let's let Charlie handle this one. No. Let's let Dale handle this one. But I do need Dale to evolve as well. Because then once it evolves, we can, I'll probably train it for a little while longer. I'm probably not going to jump it up to a Nidoking just yet. But I definitely want to evolve it up to a Nidoking. Forgive me, my ear itches. I kind of want to evolve it up to a Nidoking before we face off against Surge, because honestly, it'll get that ground typing, which will really do some good against the electric types. Well, it'll nullify the electric types technically. There we go. Int, what's going on? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming hanging out with us for a little while tonight. There we go. Alright, Dale's fixing to evolve. Yes! Let it evolve. I need to see if we got a Moonstone on us. I don't even know if I have one on us or if they're in the PC. I might have put them in the PC. Nice. Yeah, looks like I put them in the PC. That's fine. Speaking of rearranging things, I need to put the tiny mushroom and the rare candy. I actually need to put all this rare candy, nugget, tiny mushroom, all that needs to go to the PC. And while we're here, nothing much. You want just home from work? Nice. How was work? Hopefully not too hard. Mine actually wasn't too bad today. It was steady, but you know, nothing too crazy. Time to relax. Yes, yes, that is exactly what I was thinking, and it's a good night to relax and just Pokemon for a while, right? Speaking of which, those of you guys who are coming in a little late tonight, we talked about it earlier on, and because Champions is coming out on Wednesday, the 8th, 2 days from now, we're gonna change Thursday's stream to Champions. So for anybody who's interested, I'm gonna talk to Hannah tomorrow, and I'm sure she's gonna want to battle. But anybody who's interested, who wants to up here, had to think a minute. Who wants to do some early training or early champion battles, be getting your Pokemon ready in Champions, and we'll see about trying to do some code battles to where we can basically set up I don't know if it's a tournament or if we'll just do some free battles, but I know I'm gonna battle Hannah because she's gonna want to battle, guarantee it. Dude's got his Machop tramping out the ground. Iconic. We always gotta check with him. I know Hannah's gonna want to do some battles, I guarantee it. And then if you guys want to battle some of us, either Hannah or myself, I think if we can get the code stored correctly, then we will probably oh, that's all I can get? That's okay. That's fine. See about doing some tournaments. Not, well, maybe not tournaments, but just battles. So Thursday night we're gonna forego Mario this week to play Champions, to do some battles and Champions. So for anybody who wants to be in on the Champions battles with us, get your Pokemon ready tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'm sorry. On Wednesday, get them set up in Champions, and we'll have a go at it. We'll make a night of it. Depending on how well it goes and how much you guys enjoy it, we could potentially do tournaments from time to time. All right, I always like to start here because the very next room over is our healing room. Because you don't actually have to leave the SSN to heal, but it's the room that we get to stay in, per se, I guess. I guess it's the room that was assigned to Bill, but we get it, so that way we can actually heal our Pokemon. Alright. Hit with that rock throw, let's see what happens here. So the only thing is the Growlithe are a little concerning to use in this game, to fight against in this game. Because they can use Roar, and Roar causes us to change out Pokemon. I really don't want to change out Pokemon right now. I want Precious to get the experience. Yeah, there we go. I found out the hard way. Kept going back to the hospital. Oh, for healing your Pokemon. Yeah, I know in Pokemon Yellow, it's actually, that room is not there. I don't know why it's missing in Pokemon Yellow, but in Red and Blue and Fire Red and Leaf Green, the second room, the one that's straight in front of the entrance, is the room set up for us. So yeah, it's much easier to go there and heal up than it is to try to go back and forth out to the Pokemon Center. Yeah, it's missing in Yellow. That door is not there. And I know this because I've been working on a Pokemon Yellow playthrough on my 3DS. You know what? Let Male handle this. Let's let Male get some experience. Because Psychic is a pretty strong type against most everything anyways. Male's pretty quick, and it's already evolved, so there we go. And now it'll level up again. Which is actually, this works out just right, because now it looks like we've got to heal up Precious anyways. So let's go next door and heal up Precious. But yes, this room right here, this lady, if you talk to her, you're looking tired. Would you like to take a short rest? Yes. So technically, I guess this is our room, the one that Bill gave us for the SS tickets. But hey, we're gonna use it. Excuse me, sneaking in another yawn on you guys. So we're gonna see if we can take on as many of these trainers as we can while we got a chance here, because I want to go ahead and try to get as much experience on Precious as possible. Yep, sneaking those yawns in, so that way we're ready to go after Surge as soon as we can, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get everything done tonight as far as finishing the ship and going after Surge. But I do want to at least try to get as far as in as we can, and try to get as much experience in as we can. Yeah, stay in there, Precious. Because I'm pretty sure between Precious and Dale, we should be good to take on Surge. And at some point, I do want, before we take on Surge, I want to evolve Dale up using that Moonstone. That's when I went ahead and pulled one out of the PC for, so that way I have it ready to go. Wow, Precious really does hold his own against a lot of these Pokemon in here. Precious is trying to learn Magnitude. Yes, yes, we will take Magnitude. Let's drop Mud Sport, because that is basically useless to us in this case. I don't even want to worry about trying to take it into Surge. Magnitude is what I'd rather take into Surge. Huh, you rude child, you have no sense of courtesy. Get over it, dude. You battled us. Let's go back and heal up again real quick, because Precious is definitely gonna need some healing for a little bit here. This is not gonna be one of those things that Precious is gonna be able to go full run here and not take a heal. Alright, so I don't think this is wait, I want Shape Out. Yeah, she's not a trainer. I don't think these guys are trainers either. A world cruise is so elegant and cozy. I always travel with Wigglytuff. I never leave home without it. Of course, Wigglytuff there. Okay, this one I'm pretty sure we get to battle. Yeah. Yep. We get to battle these two kids, I believe. I think the mom doesn't battle us, but I think the two kids do. Let's try the Magnitude. I want to see how well it does against a Nidoran. Magnitude 7. All right. See, that's the interesting thing about Magnitude. You get a number 1 through 9, I believe, for the Magnitude. Of course, higher the number, the stronger the Magnitude attack is. Excuse me. But generally it kind of falls out in the middle. I've seen it hit high and low, but it generally kind of falls out in the middle. Excuse me. Was there a Magnitude 10? Okay, so it is 1 through 10. I couldn't remember if there was a 10 or not. But yeah, Magnitude, the higher the number, the harder it hits. Alright, so let's use a Rock Throw against a Pidgey, because, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing. Which actually we're using 1 bird and multiple stones, but you know, hey. Thanks for reminding me about that, by the way, Diddley. I couldn't remember. I had forgotten that there was a magnitude 10, I guess. I really thought there was only 9 for some reason or another. You know, we're gonna be using magnitude for a little while. I kind of wonder if we can actually get a magnitude 10. See, like there, that's a 5. It's okay. Try it again, Geodude, Precious. Ugh, I hate when ground types get poisoned. Okay, so magnitude 6. So a little bit stronger, but no 10 yet. Alright. Brick break. Ooh. Might actually have to hang on to that. We're cruising around the world, my children and I. Alright, so this is where it's gonna come in an advantage to be able to heal on the boat. Because we don't have to go all the way out and worry about Precious fainting. At least not from here. If we were trying to come from a different part of the boat, maybe. And of course it also depends on how much HP Precious would have had left. Shh. I'm a global police agent. I'm on the trail of Team Rocket. They're up to nothing good. Is that, is that what you guys would say running in a looker would be all like? Yeah, let's see if we can take on these guys. A journey far and wide, but in all my travels, I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. It was something like this. I think I just heard a horn on this thing. It's the first time I've ever paid attention enough to hear a horn. Alright, let's beat these guys. Let's see if we can earn some more experience. What does Precious evolve at? For some reason I was thinking it evolved at 16, but I guess I'm not. I guess I was wrong. Huh. Okay. Yep. Let's put Satoshi in and let Satoshi deal with it. Oh, my brain just kicked out all of a sudden. For some reason or another. I was thinking that Precious evolved around 16. I guess it's a higher level? Maybe it's 20? It doesn't matter. We'll evolve it whenever it evolves. Yes, let's switch out. Let Precious get some more experience. Actually, we might be able to start letting Dale get some experience here. Alright, so far so good. What if this guy could have nothing but water type Pokemon? Which would be fine. Satoshi needs to gain a level or 2 more anyways. But yeah, let's give Dale a chance to gain some experience now. Do you think Nintendo's next console should have double screens? No. No. I don't think so, because the fact that it was a fine gimmick for the DS and the 3DS, and I understand its purpose behind it on those consoles, but I feel like if we're going to continue this path of the Switch per se, where it's a hybrid console, home console and mobile console, that the dual screens I don't feel like would be suited for that situation. I feel like it'd be too much. I think that if we do get a screen attachment for the Switch 2, it's not a bad way to go, but I'm worried about the pricing on it. I mean, if we're talking about a $300 accessory, that's gonna be kind of hard to justify just to add an additional screen to your Switch. As far as building a console like that and having that extra screen on there, it's gonna make it pretty expensive, and I don't think Nintendo wants to be in that realm of $1,000 console. I personally feel like where they're at right now, 400, 500, somewhere in that range, is really kind of the sweet spot of where they need to be as far as their console pricing. And that if they start adding things like unnecessary touchscreens or extra screens, I feel like that's kind of going to defeat the purpose of it being a Nintendo type product where it's affordable. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a world where a dual screen Switch is the way that everybody wants it to go, and they can make it affordable, but I don't think so. So we won't ever get releases of DS games? No, I don't think that's a problem. I think DS games will work just fine side by side instead of stacked. You don't necessarily have to have them stacked, but if we do, I think we'll get them. They can be an option, like kind of like the Virtual Boy right now, to where you have to have the add-on to be able to play the Virtual Boy games. I think they can do a secondary screen to where you can play DS games and 3DS games for that matter without the 3D on the Switch and the NSO, but you have to buy the display. Now, having said that, I think they can make a cheaper option instead of a high-end option, and maybe make it only fold over part of the screen and not make it a full 8-inch screen that has to be attached to the Switch. Maybe they make it a smaller 4-inch screen and it goes on the bottom per se, or we flip the Switch. Yeah, no, I think it'd be better to just put it on the bottom and have that be your lower touch screen, and do your wide stuff on the top with the controllers attached. And I know that'll be a little out of proportion compared to what the DS, to what the DS was, because the DS and the 3DS, I know the controls were on the bottom. But I think if you're going to use the wider screen on top for 3DS games, just make a smaller, like 4-inch screen to attach to the bottom. I think would be a perfectly fine way to go, and try to make it $100 or less. Something not crazy high end, but enough to, what I think what the virtual console, the Virtual Boy headset was, what, about $100, I think. So that would actually work out about right if you make a smaller screen for the bottom for about $100. I think that could work, but I don't think we need a high-end $200, $300 screen that's 8 inches to hook to the top of the Switch to make it a DS usable. And realistically, again, we can do DS and 3DS side by side and still actively use the touchscreen on the Switch right now, in my opinion. It may not be perfect and it may not be 100% ideal, but it'll work. It's a way to be able to still play the 3DS games. Having said that, ooh, it's a lot of magnitude 4s. I would also like to see Nintendo ease up on the restriction on the Virtual Boy to where you have to have the Virtual Boy accessory or the cardboard to play the Virtual Boy. You can make, you know, the two screens one and put it just across the Switch screen and let us play without having to have that accessory. And I say that because all the other Switch apps, NSO apps, you can play without having to have the controller specifically. It's nice having the controller, but you shouldn't have to have it to play those games. And they should give us an option in the Virtual Boy app to turn on or off whether or not we have the accessory, the headset. Again, the headset's nice. It's not bad. It's a great add-on, but it shouldn't be something that you have to play those games. You should be able to play those games without the headset and just play them on a single screen, in my opinion, if they're going to offer Virtual Boy as a part of the NSO. But again, that's my opinion about it. So what do you guys think? You guys think that Nintendo should go back and offer and adjust the NSO, not the NSO, the Virtual Boy app to where it can be played without the headset? Or do you think it should just stay locked into the headset all the time and it be a required accessory to buy? Even though all the other controllers up until this point were not required. I didn't have to buy this controller, the GameCube controller. I chose to, along with my Nintendo 64 controller back there in the background. It's up there on the top by my light somewhere. I chose to buy those these both to just enhance the experience of those older games for me. Honestly, I'd kind of like to buy the Super Nintendo ones as well. The only ones I really don't, oh well, the Sega Genesis one I don't care for. Excuse me. The only two I really don't have a fascination for is the Sega Genesis one. I don't need it. It's not that big of a deal to me. And the NES, the NES, I don't need those controllers, truth be told. The Super Nintendo ones I just would like for the nostalgia, because it had a really good D-pad. It would probably be the one I would be using in place of the GameCube right now to play this game if I had it, truth be told. Because don't get me wrong, while this feels very nostalgic for playing a Super Game Boy, and Fire Red would be something I would play on the Super Game Boy, that D-pad is just so much better on the Super Nintendo controller that it would be worth it. It'd be worth it to use. And I don't need the sticks. The analog sticks I don't need for Pokemon. I don't. I would be playing so much Super Mario World using that controller. Oh, if I did buy those controllers, I would oh, I'd have a hard time not playing Super Mario World with that, because I love Super Mario World. It's just old school, and that controller is so nostalgic to me. So what do you guys think? We've got a few minutes. You guys can throw the discussion out there. Again, should the Virtual Boy continue to require the headset to play, or should we get away with not having the headset to play it? And I do have the Virtual Boy games downloaded to my console. I'm thinking about trying to see if I can kind of tweak it. And my thought was to use the zoom feature to just zoom into one side or the other and try it that way. I see, I agree with you, Diddley. I don't think it should require it, because truth be told, I already paid for the NSO, and I'm paying hefty because I'm paying for the family style, because everybody around me all my family is we're all sharing one big account. Hannah's console's on it, Chloe's is on it, and a couple other people in the family, and we all split the family plan. So if we're paying all that already, no, I do not want self-destruct. I don't see why I should be required to buy the accessory, especially a $100 accessory. It's the most expensive one so far, to play that game, to play those games. Like I said, I am planning on trying, and I haven't done it, I need to. I need to sit down and do it. Trying to use the zoom function to just zoom in on one side or the other of the Virtual Boy. I think I'm gonna try that. It'd be sad if DS games won't have their own NSO library, because the DS has amazing games. It really does. But at the same time, I could see Nintendo kind of holding back the DS library a little bit, simply because of the fact that it does have such a good library that they would want to kind of trickle sell them to you and just sell you like 1 or 2 remakes at a time, something like that. Richard, welcome in. Yo, self-destruct isn't good. Isn't a good move because it's a cowardly act. Well, not just that. It serves me no purpose for a single player playthrough. I mean, I can see where it is. Yeah, I can see where you can say it's a coward's way out. But truth be told, I don't like having to sacrifice my Pokemon just to. Wow, he like was waiting for us to walk in, wasn't he? I don't like having to sacrifice a Pokemon and then have to go back to heal them just to use them again. Not too much. Just hanging out playing Pokemon tonight. Honestly, we're probably gonna do a few more rooms and we're probably gonna wrap it up and save Lieutenant Surge for next week. And also, if you have Gen 4 and 5 Pokemon games, even get re-releases. Well, that's just it. Naturally, we got the remakes, the re-release for Diamond and Pearl, probably Diamond Shining Pearl. So I'm curious to see what we're gonna get for Gen 5 for Black and White. Should have switched out. Should have put in Satoshi. Oh well, we'll put in Satoshi now. No, let's put in Mail. Let Mail do some work. He needs some experience. I mean, I get what you're saying. Maybe re-release them like Fire Red and Leaf Green, because they're not going to go into NSO. None of the main series games or Pokemon are going to go into NSO. It's just not going to happen. The Pokemon Company can make too much money off of selling them to us again, and they're not going to take just pennies for them to be in NSO. So why would they? And even the Nintendo Company, Nintendo gets a their portion, because they own a third of the Pokemon franchise. So since Gen 1 and Gen 2 games got released on 3DS, Fire Red and Leaf Green on Switch, I think a pattern is starting. Fair. I can see what you're getting at there. But again, I can't say, and I can't see the Pokemon Company or Nintendo for that matter releasing DS games with Pokemon in NSO. I just can't see them doing it. The only thing that really hurts me is they're giving us Gale of Darkness and they gave us Gale of Darkness, and they're going to give us Coliseum eventually, but they don't connect to Fire Red Leaf Green or Ruby Sapphire Emerald according to the code of the emulator whenever we get Ruby Sapphire Emerald. But I really wish they would. I wish we could get them to talk together across console, or even if it was from one console to the other, something. It would make it nice. Plus, you have the rumor that Ruby Sapphire Emerald is going to... Yes. Yes. It's not... okay. It's rumored that they could come, but the rumor is based on the fact that the emulator that runs Fire Red and Leaf Green Let's try this. Just want to see what happens. Fire Red and Leaf Green are mentioned in the source code of the emulator that's I'm sorry. Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are mentioned in the source code of the emulator that runs Fire Red and Leaf Green. So that's the reason why we think that we're going to get Ruby and Sapphire at least, and maybe even Emerald down the line. And honestly, I wouldn't doubt that. And I wouldn't doubt that they come sometime later this year. At least Ruby and Sapphire, maybe if not all three. And I say that because one, it'd be super easy to do some minor patches, throw them into the emulator, and sell them on the store for $20 a piece, just like they did Fire Red and Leaf Green. And that's another $60 worth of games to buy. Easy. Because a lot of people like us, like me, is going to buy all three. And I'm sure quite a few people out there are going to buy all three, not just me. The other thing is this is the 30th anniversary of the Pokemon. The 30th anniversary has only been going on for a month and a half now, not even a full 2 months yet. And we're getting all kinds of stuff. All kinds of games have come out. So I don't doubt that we're going to get more games later this year for the 30th anniversary. Something happened with Mario 64 on 3D All-Stars. The emulator had mention of other than 64 games. I believe most, if not all, of said games are on NSO by now. For the 64? No, the 64's got a much bigger library. It's got 365 or 385 games, something like that. 300 and something up there games on the 64. So we got a long ways to go if we're gonna complete that library. I think personally that 3D All-Stars was a test of that emulator. Oof. Who's poisoned? Oh, Charlie's poisoned. Let's run up there and heal up real quick, and then we'll come back down and take on that. We'll check that last room. I think 3D All-Stars was a test to see if the emulator would work correctly before they started using the Nintendo 64 emulator on NSO. I personally feel like that's probably the case, as that emulator was the same one they used for NSO. All right, let's take on these two guys real quick, but that's just my opinion. I feel like 3D All-Stars was a test to see, can the Switch handle emulation for all three, for this Nintendo 64, for the GameCube, and for the Wii. And apparently it technically can. The Switch was handling all three perfectly fine. I think there was a little bit of choppiness or lag with like the Wii or Mario Galaxy, but it wasn't bad on the original Switch. The Switch 2, however, is handling it all like a champ. I think that's part of the reason why we got GameCube NSO. My brain is just, it's trying to check out, and I'm trying to keep it from checking out. Having said that, I do think one day in the future we will probably get a Wii emulator, a Wii NSO. I may be wrong, but I really think that we're probably going to get a Wii NSO, and some of those games will be added in on it. So we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of things that can be done in the future. And I'm really hoping that if Nintendo does decide to add DS NSO to Switch 2, that they don't, two things. One, they don't raise the price, or they don't make another tier. That would drive me up the wall, because honestly, we don't need to pay more for this stuff. I mean, they're classics. You've honestly gotten a lot of money off of us from them in the past. you're getting a subscription fee from us, and I understand that you're probably having to pay a few of the developers, but for the biggest part, Nintendo owns the biggest portion of the library. Just put them out there. You know, I'm not saying for free, but let us have it as a part of the NSO. The other thing I don't hope they do, I hope they do not do, maybe I should say it that way, is they do not add some kind of dual screen function like we were talking about, Diddley, that requires the secondary screen to play those games, like the Virtual Boy. Oh, there's a magnitude 10 right there. Nice. We just got us a magnitude 10. Cool. Unlike the Virtual Boy, I really hope they give us an option to do like a side-by-side on the screen, because it's wide enough. We could do a side-by-side and it would work perfectly fine. Might look a little awkward, but excuse me, it will work for the biggest part. There are probably a few games that it wouldn't work out great for, ones that do require the top and bottom to be lined up. But for the biggest part, I think it would be perfectly fine. There's not that many games that I can think of until really when you get into the 3D era that really kind of use that top and bottom to be perfectly aligned. There were a few DS games, but not a ton, because they were still figuring out the 3D, not the 3D. They were still figuring out the dual screen function at that point. You know what? Let's hold up. I want to go one more place before I give up. Yeah, sneaking that yawn out on you guys. Let's go in here into the kitchen, because we can grab this. I think, wasn't this guy? No, wasn't him. Yeah, bury in the trash. I know. I think there's another one. No, not him. Did the Wii U have the top screen on the TV and the bottom screen on the gamepad? Mostly. If you had bought DS games on that, then yeah, that's how they functioned. Excuse me. Of course, naturally, the touchpad was, well, the Wii U pad was touch, and the bottom screen of the DS was touch, and 3DS for that matter. So you kind of had to have that lower screen like that. But yes, that's how they functioned on the TV. As far as excuse me, the DS games went. Yeah, we went down this row already. Okay, let's go out here. So yeah, I mean, it didn't like perfectly line up to where, you know, everything looked, you know, top and bottom, unless you held the pad up to the TV. But it's doing the horn again. Check that out. But yeah, that's how it works on the Wii U. Is the TV was the top screen, the gamepad was the bottom screen for the DS games that you bought. All right, I think we're gonna call it right there. We've done some really good work tonight. We were able to get our SSN tickets from Bill. We earned our second badge from Misty. We're now on the SSN and well on our way to gaining plenty of experience for our team to take on Surge. And in fact, Precious is getting on up there. Precious could level up and evolve before too long, I hope. But we need to probably start working on Dale a little bit. In fact, let's switch out Dale, put Dale on the lead, because I do want to evolve Dale up to a Nidoking before we take on Surge, so that'll give it that ground typing, so that'll help out. Yeah, no, it wasn't you. I kind of wanted to finish up that section as well, Diddley. It was just nice having the extra conversation while we were working on it. I wanted to get to where I was here on the bow of the boat, so that way all we had to do is finish off this section, because I would have forgotten where I was at. I'd have forgotten what door we went through. So it was more me than anything. I kind of wanted to push to here. Anyways, so you guys get some rest for tonight. I will see you guys back here tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we'll be working on Zelda Oracle of Ages, and we're trying to wrap that up so that way we can jump into Pokopia eventually. because I think I'm going to replace Zelda with Pokopia whenever we finish up Zelda. This week on Wednesday the 8th, Champions comes out. So I think we agreed to forego Mario on Thursday for this week. Mario Galaxy, we'll push it back, and we'll play Champions, and see if we can just get some battles going on, some tournaments, and just check it out overall, because I want to see how it's going. Thank you for the GG's hint, I appreciate it. I will tell Hannah you all said feel better, and I will tell her that we have decided to play Champions on Thursday, so that way, yes, I'll say I enjoyed it, but to talk details, Hannah, we agree that we wanted to wait till Hannah is on here to talk with us, so that way she can give her opinion along with mine. So either tomorrow night or Thursday, depending on how she feels. If she's feeling better enough, well enough to be on tomorrow night, we will talk about the Mario movie. If not, then we'll talk about it on Thursday, because she's definitely going to want to battle. So we'll do Champions on Thursday. And we will talk about the Mario movie either tomorrow or Thursday, depending again on how she feels, because we did get a chance to go see it. I enjoyed it, I'll tell you that. As far as details, we'll talk more details about it later. So thank you all. You guys get some rest. I will see you guys back here tomorrow night. Do me a favor, guys, hit that thumbs up before we call it a night. And if there's anybody new out there, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, so that way you don't miss out on what's going on here on the channel. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow night. And as always, be good and God bless.